going on, everybody? This is xGORRIT doing a tutorial video on how to set up your control settings on War Thunder. I mean, this is a great game, but the default controls are horrible in my opinion. With the right stick, for me, that should be used for looking around, and for some reason, the developers of War Thunder set the throttle control and control on the right stick, and I don't like that. I like to fly the way you fly in GTA 5, the way you fly in Ace Combat. For me, the correct way to fly is using your left stick for the pitch and roll, the right stick for free look, for looking around in your aircraft. The left and right triggers should be used for throttle management. The LB and RB buttons should be used for yaw control. So I will show you how to remap your buttons. It's plain and simple. This is for arcade flying, by the way. If you like to fly on realistic mode or even on sim battles, which is not available yet, but it will become available in the future, I definitely recommend you to watch the video by Scott Suarez. I put a link in the description of this video to redirect you to the video from Scott. These are great settings for simulation battles. If you like to fly offline and get a real immersive experience, check this out. But this, for online arcade flying, these are my settings. So without further ado, let's set up a quick test flight in my Spitfire, and then I'll get the bird up in the air and then show you the way I mapped my controls. I will just go through all the settings and show you clearly how you can just remap it. So here we are spawning. So as I said, I have free look with my right button, pulling my right trigger now to start up the engine. On the D-pad, on the left, is my flap control. You really don't need flaps to take off in this game. Okay, we're airborne. D-pad down to raise the gear. And again, D-pad left to raise the flaps. So let's go and head for the target. As you can see, there is a vehicle over there. See it in red. I select it with the A button, and then you can track the target by pressing the X button. So while flying in the air, you track it, and that actually works pretty well for me. So yeah, let's have a look at the controls. So you go to the control menu. I have selected realistic controls, no control mode, virtual instructor off, auto trim on yes. Then the small caliber guns, I have the Y button. For me, I mean, the button mapping is completely optional, but this works for me. So feel free to take it over and feel free to map it completely the way you would like to see it. So Y button for firing your gun. This one is not assigned. I think by default it's on right trigger. It's important that you remove the previous mapping in order to avoid conflicting situations. So if you, well, let me go and reset everything to default to show you how to do it. So I do reset to defaults by pressing the Y button and then selecting advanced controls. As you can see, the right trigger is set for the small caliber guns. So what I do is, first thing, I select what I want to change. I remove the binding, I assign the button, and I press the Y. Now Y is already used for toggle view, and I'll replace it. So toggle view is not anymore the Y button. I'll do the same here, remove the binding, assign, and the Y. Do the same here, assign, Y. Okay, here for fire, I just remove the binding. Yeah, so we'll go here, right trigger, and select not assigned. Okay, open bomb bay doors. You know, we're playing arcade, so we really don't care about that. Drop a bomb is by default the RB button. But RB we're going to use for the yaw control, so we're going to remove the binding, assign a button. Drop bomb is going to be my D-pad up. It's for toggle gear, I don't care, I'll just replace it. Fire rocket, do the same. Assign button, and I use D-pad right. Then we have the yaw axis for aim weapons. I don't use it, I don't use it. The reload of the guns. Now this is a feature. I mean, in arcade you automatically reload, but we're gonna remove the binding and assign a button. And what did I use? Okay, D-pad left and B. Okay. Okay. Throttle axis. Now, so the throttle is currently set for the right stick up and down, and I don't want to do that. So I'll just reset the axis, edit, and here you have the option to increase the value, assign button, and this is a bit confusing, but now you have to use the Y button to assign a button. Increase value for throttle is going to be right trigger. Same for the decrease value, it's going to be left trigger. This is for the tracking camera enemy, we don't care, we'll remap that later. So replace. And that's it. So then saving. Holding throttle for war emergency power, I'll just leave that to yes. Roll axis, left stick, left, right. That's perfect. Let's not change that. Same for the pitch. It's fine the way it is. Now the yaw axis, I'm going to remap. Maximum value, pressing Y again. RB, minimum value, LB, and save changes. Roll sensitivity, I'm assuming these are the default settings. I'm not touching them because we're playing arcade and we want to, so as soon as you lower this, you lower your maneuverability, and you need a lot of maneuverability in the arcade sessions. So invert Y-axis, I don't touch it, I'll just leave it at Y. Ignite boosters, toggle flaps. Now we need something to toggle our flaps. In my situation I use D-pad left. That's for air brake, I don't care. I'll just replace it. Toggle air brake. What did I use for that? Okay. Left button X. I don't use a lot of Navy dive bombers, so I don't have to use the toggle air brake. Toggle gear. This one is used a lot. It's the down. Now this enables the camera axis, for viewing around. I'll just replace it because I don't want to enable that axis. I just want my right stick to be used, so it's fine to be replaced. Left brake, right brake, we don't care about that. Toggle gunners, nope. Gunner, we'll leave that the way it is. Okay, fine. Toggle view. Now we need something to toggle the view, and this was by default on the Y button. I'll assign, in this case, right stick and left stick pressed at the same time. Okay. Yep, cockpit view, we don't care about that. Tracking camera enemy, this is important. I want to use the X button for that. Aiming mode, tracking, okay, we don't care. Look down, look back, no. Zoom axis, air, did I do something for this? Yes. So I'm going to edit the axis. In this case, I will assign the button. I'll press right stick to increase the zoom and press left stick to decrease the zoom. I'll just replace my radio messages because I don't use them. Saving changes. View in battle. This is right stick, left, right, and right stick for Y-axis, so that's fine. I'll leave it the way it is. Head movement, I don't care. And that's where the end of the control settings are. So I'm gonna hit OK and OK. So we have some unmapped buttons, but we don't need those buttons, or at least I don't need them. So I'll just continue anyway. Resume. and let's see how it is. So pitch and roll on the left stick is fine. Looking around, perfect. The right stick. I'll press the X button to see what happens, and it tracks my vehicle. That's perfect. I'll try to zoom in and out. Okay, so I noticed that it resets to the original settings, and I don't want that. So what to do is go to controls, go to the camera control. Where's the zoom? Zoom axis. Okay, I'm gonna edit the axis, and I'll set it to relative control. Yes. Save changes. Okay. Continue anyway. Now let's see how the zoom reacts now. So you can see zooming in and zooming out. Perfect. Now let's see. I set my guns. Yeah. The Y button. This is just perfect for me. Let's see if we can take out the vehicle. I mean, for me, this is the way to fly, and I'm really happy with this setup. It works perfectly for me. Just continue my my flight and land my aircraft. It's just a little test flight, but having a lot of fun. Just checking the other controls. Looking great. I like to fly in the cockpit mode. Not the easiest mode to fly in, especially in arcade battles. I fly external view mostly. So let's take her in for a landing, dropping the throttle to 45%. Want to make a turn, so I'll bleed some speed. Good. Put my gear down. As soon as it's down, hit the flaps, and now you see that your speed is going down. You don't want to go have your speed completely down, but around 200 kilometers per hour, or a bit more, should be enough to get a good landing. Keeping the throttle at 36, still bleeding, so putting it up a little bit more. Let's set her down on the ground. Alright, increase the throttle now. And she's down. Alright. Holding the left trigger brakes, make sure you also pitch up when trying to brake, or else your aircraft will tilt over. So this is it, guys. This is my setup. Hope it works for you. Let me know if you're actually happy with these settings, and wish everyone blue skies. See you later.